Assalamu alaikum, dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. Dear friends and fellows, look, every time we look upon somebody who is performing better, growing because of their maturity, because of their mature handling of the things, we look upon them enviously, we look upon them in such a manner like, this thing, I should have been at their place, and whatever that person is doing, it should have been done by me, it should have been achieved by me. So that is how we feel every time we come across somebody so mature who is growing, somebody who is very grounded. So, my dear friends and fellows, look, I think that whatever we feel here is quite doable, it is quite achievable. I think that we too can keep growing, and we too can, we too can become quite a mature person. We can exhibit a mature behavior. So, my dear friends and fellows, look, how can we do that? Once we have touched this scenario, this situation, we came to understand that there are seven things which we need to say goodbye, which we need to leave. And if at all we do take care of these seven things, if at all we do say goodbye to these seven things, I believe that we will be able to, inshallah, we will be able to become a mature person, and we will keep growing on the other hand as well. So what are those seven things? Let's look upon it one by one. So, my dear friends and fellows, first of all, it is the procrastination. That is procrastinating instead of taking action. you know Keep postponing, keep deferring the thing. We are keep deferring the things, unable to handle and tackle it head on. So, dear friends and fellows, that is not a good situation at all. And why is it like that? Maybe whatever we need to do is boring, maybe it is difficult, maybe it is unpleasant. But at least I think at all, if at all, once we do it, what is going to happen then? At least it will be out of our way. It will be out of our way, and we will find it easy to do all that. So, my dear friends and fellows, what we can do here is that we can prepare it very well. We can discuss it with other people. We can break it into smaller tasks. We can break it into the smaller tasks, and then taking one task at a time. So, my dear friends and fellows, and above all, we need to come out of the comfort zone. So that is how we can overcome the habit of procrastination, and we can start facing the things head on. We can start tackling the thing. I repeat, because it is very very important. We need to prepare well by either thinking well, brainstorming upon it. We must be discussing it with the certain people who have already done it, the certain people who have good know-how about all that. And of course, then we need to break it into certain parts. It could be four parts, five parts, three parts, whatever it is, and then taking one part at a time. So that is how we can tackle it. And above all, we need to step out of the comfort zone. We need to stay out of the comfort zone. We need to expand the comfort zone. And without expanding the comfort zone, without stepping out of that, I think it is not possible that we will be able to overcome this habit of procrastination. And now the second thing is, that is overthinking stuff, and getting stuck into your head. Overthinking stuff and getting stuck into your head, in your head. So that is again an unfortunate situation. Thinking too much, you know thinking too much is very very bad. Overthinking is a quicksand for mind. Overthinking is a quicksand for mind. It is difficult and dangerous situation. from which it is not easy to escape at all. So I think that is meant by the quicksand. And dear friends and fellows, what is needed here is that we need to practice the mindfulness. If at all we do practice the mindfulness, and that is like a meditation, I think that is what is meant by the mindfulness. It is a state of mind achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations, and then being used as a therapeutic technique. If at all we talk very simply, then I should like to say that we need to focus on the present moment. We need to focus and concentrate upon the present moment. What can I do at the moment? Whatever can be done, whether it does produces the result or not, don't care much about all that. Rather start doing whatever you can at the moment. So dear friends and fellows, that was the second thing, overthinking stuff and getting stuck in your head. Now the third is making excuses instead of owning up to things. Making excuses instead of owning up to things. And owning up to mistakes is liberating. Owning up to mistakes is liberating. And for that reason, accept the responsibility. And the fourth is, learn from experiences and the mistakes we have made. If at all we are learning from our mistakes, I think we are definitely going to become a winner. We are definitely going to become successful. Learn from the experiences and use it for personal development. Learn from your experiences and use it for personal development. That is what is needed here. As for making excuses instead of owning up to things, owning up to mistakes is liberating. Accept the responsibility, learn from experiences, and use it for personal development. And now the fourth is hanging on to negative vibes instead of letting them go. Hanging on to negative vibes instead of letting them go. Acknowledge, feel, and let go these negative vibes. Acknowledge, feel, and let go these negative vibes. Hanging on to negative vibes instead of letting them go. I think that is so important. Not hanging on to negative vibes. That is, we must conquer it. We must get rid of that. These negative vibes are going to destroy us, and we need to control it, all that. And acknowledge it, feel it, and let it go. That is like a meditation. Whatever comes to your mind, feel it, acknowledge it, feel it, and then let it go. Do not let any of the thought stay in your mind for a longer period of time. Even if it is a thought of happiness, even then do not allow it. Why? Because we have to train our mind. Because we need to train our mind not to let anything stay in the head for long. Now the fifth is constantly comparing yourself to others. I think that is highly toxic. We must not be. This is the thief of joy. This is the thief of the joy. We don't have to compare ourselves with any other person. Even the two twin brothers cannot be the same. They will be differing with each other in many ways. I think that lives could be quite different from each other. So how come is it good enough, to constantly compare yourself with others? Now the sixth is, that is skipping learning opportunities. It means no ambition and no drive. I think we need to keep learning. We need to keep learning throughout our life, and never ever underestimate the power of learning. Learning is extremely important. Continuous learning, continuous learning, continuous learning. So never ever miss any opportunity to learn and to grow, and also do it on a daily basis. Learning something, practicing something new and good which make you empowered. So now the seventh and the last is prioritizing others over you. You can put you can't put you can't pour from an empty cup. So, self care without guilt. I think we need to take care of ourselves. And if at all we don't take care of ourselves, who else is going to do that? Taking care of others, that is good, not bad at all. But at the same time, never ever ignore taking care of yourself, because by doing that, by ignoring our own self care, I think that we are going to spoil ourselves, destroy ourselves. If become we become so weak, how come shall we be able to take how shall we how come shall we be able to become a successful, happy, growing person? Thank you very much.